So at this time point, we also have Lau, we have Jeffrey Ong, we have Nick Razin, Madam, who's the CEO of the Stadium Board. Maybe you might have one or two questions for him. And of course, Dr. DJ Dave. For DJ Dave this morning, for this press conference, which is going to be...
Okay, this is all to do because it's all started really in Penang when Penang hosted in 2018 the inaugural Asia Pacific Masters Games, and their tagline was "Beyond the Games," and it was an extremely successful event. They had 5,500 athletes, of which more than 2,000 international athletes, and the rest were Malaysians. We felt, and I felt, coming onto the SIME DABRBY Foundation board, that this was not something that we just don't want to leave it as a one-off. Why should it just be a one-off event which is highly successful? There has to be some legacy. And I thought, okay, let's have a conference which basically addresses two areas. One is how to get masters, and masters are really, you don't have to be international or even a super athlete. You just have to be interested in continuing to be involved. We got to think outside the box, really, and this is what this conference is all about. We want people to be giving ideas, think outside the box, and for each day, our two moderators will be working very hard because they've also got to then put together the breakout sessions, and then we do a report, which then becomes, as it were, our the results of this conference. So I'm excited. I think all those sitting at this table is excited.
I am actually looking forward to what will come after this conference, because people of my age group, when we want to meet each other, it's normally over a meal, and it's not very healthy. So maybe there can be a paradigm shift where people will start thinking, okay, we are retired, can we meet up for a badminton game? Can we meet up in the swimming pool? Can we meet up at this thing, instead of this thing? And where facilities are concerned, I've worked in the Ministry of Education for 39 years, and I've always felt that it was very difficult, and like people don't understand schools, why we don't allow people to come in and use our fields, basically for safety reasons and things like that. And the schools don't seem to understand why, like local council stadiums and things like that. I'll tell you, when I was organizing school sports, I had to book my stadium 1 year in advance. Otherwise, you couldn't get it, because the reason simply being they only allow the stadium to be booked by schools once a week. So it's like, you have so many schools mushrooming out everywhere. So it's all very difficult. So I'm really looking forward to this conference and hoping we can come to some compromises where the situation can improve.
For us to achieve a lot of things we keep talking about all the time, but maybe not doing enough. For example, we talk about sports for all. Not just winning medals, sports for all. That's a slogan we have all the time. The other thing we talk about is physical activity must be for life. And what is physical activity is not made interesting unless it's made into sport. Then you can sustain it, So we have lifetime. And the third thing is it serves as the unifier, not just across races, religions, age groups, and so on. It brings people all together. So I think, if you look at the broadest concept, as this being an initiative that actually puts together everything that we have been trying to sell and to promote. So I really look forward to this.
We hope that we will leave some sort of legacy, or the legacy begins. That's the tag. Beyond the Games, the legacy begins. Let's get this conference. Penang has started it, but we will start the movement, the interest in both masters and better utilization of facilities.